Happy time zone, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Great to have you with us this super Sunday. Today we got some more Minish Cap randomizer action for you, but with a little bit of a twist. We have a question mark showcase lined up for you as part of their usual weekly race. What those question marks mean? Well, it's a secret to everybody, so make sure you stay tuned to find out. On Track and Duties today, we have Dreamy, and without further ado, I'm going to shut up and leave you in the capable hands of your commentary team today, Hendris and Mitt.
Hello everyone, welcome to another Minish Cap Randomizer Weekly, and we got a special one. We're so excited about this one. It's gonna be so good. Like, I can't wait till we just get going and get going with this. Hendris, how are you feeling?
I can already anticipate the shenanigans. It's hopefully going to be a lot of fun. I don't know a lot about what we've got planned, only that it's very special indeed, and that a lot of work has gone into it. So I'm just as excited as the races to just head in it and see the carnage.
All right, everyone said good luck, have fun. Let's kick them off. So anyone who is not aware, we have been putting out some test builds for a potential 0.7 version of the randomizer. So if you've been around in the Minish Cap Randomizer Discord for the last month, you probably have seen us sort of talking about all of the new changes and stuff. And in the last couple of weeks, we have a couple extra features that we've added in on top of this. So if you've only ever seen 0.6.2 or even the Tawny build, the randomizer is going to look quite a bit different to what you're used to.
So far, it looks kind of samey, but I think this is like just the first house. Let's see what's actually in store for us here. So they've picked up remote bombs.
Yeah, nice start with remote bombs.
Yeah.
So these fusion settings, we have red fusions off, so we're not going to be going over the wind tribe early.
And there's a croissant. Oh god. Yeah, that's not something that you usually pick up.
Yeah,
the pie.
So this is one of the additions to Fun Junk.
That's not a croissant. That's a pie, not a croissant.
We're adding pastries as junk items now.
Oh, that is amazing. I love it. Will the player get anything for picking them up? Like, I don't know, a heart refill?
It does absolutely nothing.
Oh.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
Again, it's just replacing junk items with more interesting things than just bomb refills or arrow refills. So the settings we have are gold fusion turned off, which means we're not going to be going through Wind Ruins, and we're not going to be going up Vale Falls. So there's 2 dungeons that we're not going to be going to.
Oh, so they're completely off, like off.
Yeah, off. Like, no, you're not going there. There's only 4 dungeons that they're going to have access to, which is going to be Minish Woods, Mount Crenel, Lake, and Royal Crypt. And then that's what the settings are. We're going to be doing those 4 dungeons and then going to Dark Hole Castle and then finishing the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this sounds like it could just be fairly quick, honestly.
Well, we'll wait and see, because there's some mystery settings that are gonna like throw a spanner into the works.
Oh god, yeah, fair enough. This is still TMCR after all.
All right, there's our first progression. There is a cane.
Ooh. The good old flippy stick.
Yes, that's right. The only fusions that are turned on are green fusions. Now, green fusions are mostly going to be overworld chests that are just like there and available for you to run by and stuff. We also have Rupee Mania on, so the overworld puddle caves are going to be open, so there's going to be a lot of stuff in there for people to go and get. But what green fusions also do is they turn on all of the golden enemies, and we have golden enemies randomized. So you have to kill the golden enemies to get a randomized item from them, and they are in logic as soon as you find a sword.
That's a relief, though. I do recall us having to test how many bushes it takes to kill the snake over in the courtyard.
You can do it out of logic if you want to. I don't think there are. Oh no, there are enough bushes, but you'd have to kite it over to the other area
Yes,
that has
yeah.
bushes.
There are enough bushes to kill it, so you can get that out of logic. Although, whether you actually want to is a different question completely. Since who wants to have to kill a hang on, a golden snake? There we go, with bushes. Golden enemy. They've got a lot of.
Oh,
Ooh,
there's our first
that's a
sword.
sword.
Yeah. So what you normally see people do at the beginning of a seed is they will open up the map screen and have a look at where the elements are. And obviously, because we got only 4 dungeons available, and the requirements to get into Dark Arrow Castle are 4 elements, that's where the
Oh,
elements are going to be. So there's no reason why
there's
we
the
should go
progressive
in there.
sword. Oh,
And there we go. We have a special sprite for the sword. We got progressive swords. So it now makes sense because there's a little plus icon to show you that it just gives a it upgrades your sword to the next level, and that's now a setting. So that setting is turned on currently by default, but you can disable the setting if you want and revert back to one of the old versions of the randomizer that had non-progressive swords. So you could open a chest having no sword, and then the 4 sword could just be there, and you got 4 sword.
Oh yeah, Nimbus is actually killing the golden snake. Gotten it in a
Yes.
fairly favorable position.
There's a
Getting
shield.
a shield from it.
All right, so we checked the dojo out, and we got a spin scroll.
Oh, lovely. That's vanilla. And Nimbus took a small nap.
Oh, and we get the home warp. Yes, we got a new
this is the home warp.
option. Yes, if you go
Ooh.
to the sleep option on the pause menu,
Yeah.
you go to sleep in Link's bed, and
that's
it takes
cute.
you immediately back home.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
I love it.
We think that is going to be really important when you're doing stuff like fire rod and glitches allowed, so that you can get out of soft locks. But
it's also going to be like
it's just great in the normal mode as well.
Yeah, it's really handy if you're in like Palace, or you think, okay, do I actually need to save scum here in case Veilvolt has nothing? You just home warp, and boom, you're back, and you don't even need the ocarina to travel places quickly. So that's the option for a lot of just like shortcuts all across the map, especially since Link's house and Southern Harbour Field, they're still fairly central to the whole map. Like, yeah, I guess they're a bit south of center, but it's still fairly central. So, yeah.
So I just wanted to point out that the spin scroll was on its vanilla location, and then we also found a rock breaker that was also on its vanilla location. Just pay attention to where their other scrolls are.
We'll do that then. Hey, it's Rockbreaker. Okay, yeah.
Oh, sorry, it was the other way around.
But one thing I've noticed is that I don't think there was a animation to be played there, was there?
No, there wasn't. That's right. We have shortened the dojo cutscene animations and trimmed them down, so you just get the item straight away. And we've got another progression item.
Ooh.
There's a cape over in Minish Woods.
Take that, Swiftblade. I've also been noticing that we actually have proper hearts as well, and like not only 5 refills of bombs and arrows, but 10 and 30 as well.
Yeah, I mean, these items existed in the game code, so I was just thinking, why don't we just add them in? Like, add a bit more complexity to the diversity to the filler pool. Now, at the moment, they're not perfect. Like we used to, like in one of the testing builds previously, I had fairies in there, but fairies really didn't want to behave, and if they got shuffled onto something like an underwater and digging spots like that, they wouldn't stay put, and then they would come out and then fly all over the place and then despawn. And it was like you dig a dig spawn. It's like, huh, no item spawned. It's like, yeah, it was a fairy that spawned there and then despawned. So fairies aren't going to be in for a while. The arrows and bombs that are 10 and 30, they're not perfect as well. They have a text box when you pick them up, which we'll want to try and fix so that they're like the other ones where you just like roll through them and it just picks it up and doesn't stop you.
Yeah, that sounds like a good approach, honestly. I wonder if actually buying the croissants will give you something as well. As Call of Metal for Blizzy. But yeah, just like a thought, maybe buying, I don't know. Oh, there's
Oh my.
there's flippers.
Well, there's flippers on a golden octave.
Yeah. There's cake. But yeah,
And a cake slice.
well, I don't suppose the oh god, what's it called in English? The picolite. I don't suppose that's shuffled in as well, is it?
It is on. There's a possibility that bottles can contain it when you enable random bottle contents. All 4 of the bottles that get shuffled into the pool will have a random item inside of it. Unfortunately, we're not going to see that today. There is a minor bug with it, so it's not currently available. We know what the issue is, and we're going to have it fixed.
Good. I can't wait for.
Oh, hello!
Beagle. Oh,
look
wait,
where Bluesy is!
hang on, I wasn't paying attention. Where? How?
Bluesy went into Deepwood. But it's not Deepwood.
Oh, and it's also Deepwood keys that they'll be getting. So, can these Deepwood keys open up this Cave of Flames?
It's a Cave of Flames key as well.
Okay, so it's key sanity.
We did say dungeon keys are shuffled in between all the dungeons. But this is the new setting that we want to show off. It is dungeon entrance shuffle.
Oh god.
All of the dungeons have their entrances shuffled.
That is hilarious. I love it.
So if people were thinking, it's like, oh great, no gold kinstones, I don't need to do palace or fortress.
Think again.
Well, actually, no. Fortress is going to be required because it's there. But yeah, no. Only 4 of the dungeons are going to be accessible. 2 of them aren't going to be accessible for this race.
Oh, this is lovely. Yeah, this is gonna throw a wrench into so many things. Oh god, yeah, no, it's this is fun. This looks like fun. They're gonna be so disorientated.
I'm surprised Bluesy did just start.
Nope. Yeah.
Put their GIF on screen.
I'm sure Bluesy is saving that for a special occasion. For whenever we suddenly see a red choo-choo as the boss fight in the actual Deepwood.
So one of the major hurdles for getting this to work is that the entrances to dungeons are weird. They're not like normal doorways, at least not for all of them. Most of them are, but droplets and palace, they're not normal entrances because droplets you have to shrink and go down into that, which makes it very difficult. And we didn't really know how to do it for a while until decomp came along. And also palace, you go into a tornado that has funky stuff that goes on to send you to the right place.
Him is now also killing the Gold Nocturne here. Picking up the flippers. They don't have droplets itself open. I mean, they don't have the path to droplets open. So there's that. Hmm. Buying the cake. Yes, you have to buy the cake. After all, it's cake. Cake is great. Tasty.
Oh, yes. Golden enemies. Yeah, they have a randomized item now. That is one of the settings we have on.
Yeah, and the Goron's actually there because the Goron's... I think it's a blue fusion.
Yes, all of the Gorons are blue fusions. So yeah, no Goron cave today. We don't want things to get too complicated for our runners because we're gonna be racking their brains over the remembering which dungeons are which, and also the keys are in any dungeon, so they're gonna have to be jumping in and out between dungeons for a while. Oh yeah, Nimbus is over in Lake. Yeah, so we're gonna have a little look-see over at Nimbus and watch whilst they go into what they think is droplets. Is it actually going to be droplets, though? Oh, there's an ocarina.
Ooh. Have you messed around with that as well? I'm gonna hear Saria's song from it.
Ocarina works normally at the moment, as intended.
As intended. So...
All right, where is?
What?
This is just.
Right.
He was just thinking, oh yeah, I can't do anything in here. Yeah, Palace, you need Blue Sword to do anything in Palace, so you're just sitting there in the beginning just going, oh yeah, I can't do anything here. Maybe I just leave, I guess.
Yeah. But it looks like Bluesy's also going to make that realization soon. I'm not even going to talk to David Jr. What if they also have Steph?
Ooh,
There's the red sword.
there is our red sword.
That's some not fly, clone.
Yeah. Yeah, Nimbus is gonna be running over to Western Woods now.
Yeah.
Bluesy was expecting the droplets entrance to be something different, so seeing that it was Palace is like, oh yeah, okay. Right, can't do anything in Palace. We love the animation leaving Palace and arriving in droplets. It just drops you down.
Yeah. There's the ocarina. Everything's almost so far.
Yes, so we're
That's
gonna
the
have
brioche.
Bluesy clearing out some stuff in Lon Ranch.
Mhm.
Oh, they're gonna warp somewhere. Yeah, Bluesy's gonna have to head back to town and grab that red sword. Because red sword has opened up a load of stuff over in Western Woods. Even though Western Woods doesn't have like the huge amount of items it normally does with the beanstalk down in the bottom, there's still the Trilby Puddle Caves, so
Mhm.
that's most likely going to be where the progression is. Oh yes, and so we've got dungeon entrance shuffle at the moment. This is a proof of concept. We we're gonna keep expanding this out to incorporating all kinds of entrances and have a full entrance randomizer. We just wanted to make sure that it worked. Yeah, I think to not absolutely melt people's brains, we're gonna go for dead end room entrances next. So stuff like Minish holes, anything that it just has one entrance associated to it, and then just shuffle all of those.
Right.
So I know people like to do their max random chaos hell sanity setting seeds that take like I don't know 3 or 4 hours, and I think we might push that estimate out a bit. I have no idea how long the max settings would be with all of the new settings. Oh yeah, there's a sheathed smith's sword as one of the fun items. So we got 2 more items added to fun junk.
Oh, junk items. Yeah, I was like, hang on.
Yeah,
The
there's
sword. Don't you have to bring that to the minister?
in
In
the
vanilla,
vanilla game, yeah, but at the moment it doesn't do anything, so it's
Ah.
just fun junk. Yeah, we have ideas for what we want to do with that. We're gonna have to change up Hyrule Castle a little bit. I'm sure people don't like having to go down to the Sanctuary just to be able to get into Dark Hyrule Castle. I'm sure we could randomize the item you get on the king by in regular Hyrule Castle, in Light World Hyrule Castle, when you
Yeah.
give them the sheathed smith sword. Another item's broken Picori blade as well.
Hang on. The king
I
gives you
think
like a map, and then your uncle gives you the sword itself.
yes, it's your uncle, yeah.
Yeah. I guess grandpa.
Well, I guess
whatever.
you get the smith gives both.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we got both of our runners right next to each other now. They're both leaving and entering this cave at the same time. Oh, yeah, another thing. On the pause menu, you might have had a look at the sword icon and saw some of little icons of Link's head. You can now select the number of clones you want to make. It's not just automatically assigned depending on the area that you're in. You can have the full sword and set it to 2 Link faces, and you'll make 2 clones.
That's
like
cool.
if you had the red sword.
There's a bow.
So
That was
now you
almost
can.
vanilla.
Yeah, you can choose what sword, what amount of clones you want to make, and you have to set it to the right amount to be able to do certain areas. You can change the amount by just pressing select.
I see. I don't think actually the racers know yet that yellow kinstone fusions are off, are they? I don't think they do that.
They do.
They haven't checked
Yep,
that.
yep.
Have they? Huh.
Yeah, gold fusions are disabled.
Yeah, but do the racers know that?
Yes, they do.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
Yeah, before the seed was the seed was announced earlier in the week, and we gave everyone the settings.
Oh, then I just didn't pay attention. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's no gold, no red, no blue fusions. Absolutely closed off. No ability to even do them. And then there's gold. Greens are just open, so you don't need to worry about having to do the fusions. And if you haven't seen any of the test builds that have come out in the last month, we have full-on separated Kinstone Fusion Sanity. You can have vanilla fusions on all of them, and they are in logic and required. You need to get the right number of kinstones, do the fusions to actually open the places, and progress through the seed. That is going to take a long time to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really blows up how long the seeds take to do. And no having to farm for kinstones. The kinstones are in logic. There's exactly the right amount of kinstones that you need, and logic expects you to be able to get the right amount and not lock yourself out through worst case scenario, like how keys work. And there is no way to get extra kinstones. There's no RNG drops. We fixed that. They have been removed. We may see some today in this seed because the fix wasn't included in this seed, but in the release that is coming out, it is fixed.
There's a book. And we've also got Fast Spin, which I don't think. No, that's not vanilla. Swiftblade 3 usually. Sorry, no. Swiftblade 4 usually just gives you the down thrust. Third book. I think it was second
Yes.
book.
Did we get a book? Oh,
We
yes.
got a green book.
Yeah, we got 2 books. Cool. We're really missing items, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, we got no gust jar, we got no mitts, we got no boots, got no bottle, got no grip ring. No bombs! Yeah, that's right, no bombs! Oh my god, bombs lock so much. Oh, we have a bottle? Who? Oh, sorry, I'm blind. Imagine comms paying attention.
We don't do that here.
Hey, at least Twitch chat's paying attention.
Yeah, that's more than we do. I love how Bluesy's already on the uptake with his memes, going to hiking pretty much ASAP.
Oh yeah, that's right. All of the hiking stuff is opened by by green fusions as well. Oh, and it's just a small heart. It was a downgrade, vanilla.
Oh. Guess it was worth the attempt then. There's Fast Split from who was that? Swiftblade the first. No, sorry,
yeah.
no, Waveblade.
Waveblade. Have you been noticing anything on the dojos?
Yeah, kind of. They're all having scrolls. It's not the right ones,
Yeah.
but they've got all the scrolls.
So this is one of the other mystery settings we have on is
Yes.
dojo shuffle. The dojos can now be set to one of 3 different settings. They can either have their vanilla scroll. Oh, we got synced racers here.
Ooh.
They're both heading into Deepwood at the same time.
It's a race. Ha!
So we have dojos have 3 settings. The first one's vanilla, so the scrolls offered are in exact vanilla locations. We have shuffle scrolls on the dojos, so all of the scrolls can only be found on the dojos and they're shuffled about. And then the last option is what everyone's used to, which is anything. So it's full. The scrolls can get shuffled anywhere, and anything can be found on dojos. We have Fortress of Woods.
Yeah, there's more keys.
That is a lot of keys. I can't keep track of all these keys.
Neither can I. And neither, I will not keep track of them.
I think I saw a droplet ski in there somewhere. Oh, and another thing, because all of the keys are shuffled to any dungeon, we're going to be getting keys for non-required dungeons.
Ooh.
That they're just going to be bait.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There was a blue kinstone there. That's fixed. It's just in this seed because we generated this seed a couple days ago. Yes, and so keys have had a huge overhaul in their settings. You can you can choose individually the settings for small keys, big keys, and maps and compasses all completely separately. So, in fact, for this seed, we have maps and compasses given to the players at the start.
Oh,
So
lovely.
there's no maps and compasses in randomized places, and if they want, they can have a look at the map and they can see where all of the chests and what everything is.
There's the blue sword, so now they can finally make their way into definitely not droplets.
There is our blue sword. So we saw Bluesy come in here earlier. They only had a green sword at the time. Now they could have if they really wanted to. Actually, no, they shouldn't have. Never mind. There is a almost clip, but yeah, glitches are banned with not allowing that. You can clip through an enemy here, but Bluesy is killing that almost instead of using it to clip through the wall. We got a palace big key. That's what is important to pay attention to. So yeah, the settings for keys, we have Keysy or removed, which means all of the doors are just open from the start, and there aren't any shuffled keys at all. So you don't need to worry about keys whatsoever. If your settings are too complicated or whatever, or if you're starting out beginner, you don't want to worry about keys. Keysy is a great option for that.
Yeah, that's the blue sword for Bluesy as well.
Yes.
Well, currently it's grey, but it's gonna turn blue real soon.
More settings for keys are we have vanilla. So the keys are found in their exact vanilla locations, so you always know where they're going to be. Then we have shuffled in their own dungeon. This is what is the standard settings, what you're always used to. Then you have regional keys, which we've added regions around dungeons. So, for example, if we're thinking about Fortress, all of Windruins would be considered the region for Fortress.
Oh, so you can find the fortress keys in Wind Ruins.
Exactly. For Palace, it will be Wind Tribe. For Cave of Flames, it will be Malari's Mines. And all the way up to that block chest that's before there. Temple of Droplets doesn't have any at the moment. It's we can't really do it for Droplets because Droplets is very weird when it comes to key logic. So currently there's no Droplets region. And Deepwood is the Minish Village and the Balari area, including the Flipper's Cave there.
That's lovely.
Yeah. So not only do we have regional, but we have Inter-Dungeon, which we're currently playing on at the moment, which is all the keys are shuffled between all of the other dungeons. But there's also a combo option called it's keys are shuffled to any region. That's how it's described in the thing. And it's Inter-Dungeon and regional. So keys can get shuffled to any dungeon or any dungeon's region.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like Key Sanity Light, where it's half the game instead of the entire game.
Better than nothing, I guess.
And then, of course, we have Key Sanity, which is keys can get shuffled anywhere.
But yeah, now they're making their way into, Palace of Droplets, I suppose.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to have some divergence here. We got Nimbus going to be checking out Palace because they got the blue sword, so they can go into there. Oh, imagine rushing Palace plays. And then Blues is going to be going over the crypt to see what's the item over. Well, actually, no, we won't be able to see what the dungeon is because they don't have the boots.
Aw.
They're just going to be checking out Dampe, and that's it.
I just checking Dampe is a bad thing.
What did we get?
I didn't
Bluesy
see
got
it.
something.
I didn't see it. It was darker there. I think it was a bottle. If we haven't had one so far. No, I think
Oh,
we've
it
got
was
one.
the wake-up mushroom.
Oh, the shroom.
Oh, that is a bug, by the way, with the sprite on the bird.
Oh.
The bird picked up knocked a progressive sword out of our hands. That's a known bug. It's just a sprite issue. It's supposed to be the graveyard key. It doesn't actually remove a sword from you, so don't worry.
At least for the time being.
Yeah. I don't think we could make it steal any item.
Aw.
Oh, look, see. What did the wake-up mushroom give? It's the vanilla boots. That's right.
Was that on purpose?
What?
Well, with the boots.
This is not a plan, though. This is a randomized seed. All right, Nimbus checked the map, and also Bluesy is also checking the map to see. Now, I hope they don't get confused.
I know I would.
Closed gold fusions means there are only 4 dungeons in available. Those 4 dungeons have elements. I know the elements on the map look in different places to what you would think. They just show which of the dungeons we have randomized. So we saw that Deepwood and Royal Crypt didn't have elements on them, which means we're not going to be seeing those dungeons today. Palace, Fortress, Droplets, and Cave of Flames are going to be the dungeons that we're going to see.
See. It's quite interesting to already see someone over in Palace after only like half an hour in.
Yes. It is weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, well, we saw someone in Fortress in 10 minutes. I guess, I don't know, we'd normally see Nesmond do something like that.
Fair enough. I think I was Nesman. And and Bluesy's not Nesman, neither is Nimbus.
So we got Cave of Flames in the grave, in the graveyard.
No. That's one hot grave there.
So, yeah, we plan to change how the elements display on the map to be. I think it makes it makes more logical sense, right? That it would be showing like if there's an element in Krenel, it doesn't matter what dungeon's located there in Krenel, you go and do that dungeon, whatever it is, and you'll get an element. That makes more sense than the elements on Krenel, which means wherever Cave of Flames is, you need to beat Cave of Flames to get an element.
Right. That's going to probably just take some. I assume it's just gonna take some time getting used to.
Yeah, we think what we're going to change it to will make more sense than what it is currently.
Yeah.
So I believe Bluesy has 2. No, they've only got 1 Cave of Flames small key. Nimbus managed to pick up another one somewhere. I think they grabbed it whilst they were here in Palace.
I assume so, yeah.
Nimbus doesn't have many palace small keys,
Hmm.
but they are going to be doing the fan loop just to make sure that there's nothing there. So I have been completely overhauling the key logic. It's very complicated, and I can't explain it all right here during this commentary session. But
That
just
sounds about right.
the best way I can explain it is beatable logic, which means keys can lock themselves.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. And it's very smart with how it can lock themselves in a way so that you are never locked out from being able to beat the seed. However, a lot of places that you would think, hey, like I feel like I'm locked out here, you don't worry, the seed's still beatable. You could be just locked out of half of a dungeon. It's fine.
Yeah, that really just needs getting used to. Like, oh yeah, I can't do this, so I can't do the other side of the dungeon, for example. Oh god, it's going to be a lot more freeform. Oh, that's going to throw off so many people,
Yeah.
me
So
included.
a good example is the beginning of Templar Droplets. Everyone is very used to. There's two ice blocks at the beginning of the
Yeah.
dungeon before the big door. You have the one that is freely accessible and you can always pick up at any point. There's another one that's locked by a locked door.
Hmm.
What we used to have a long time ago was it was always a small key on that first spot, and then always the big key that was behind the locked door.
Yeah.
And then you could go to the rest of the dungeon.
I recall
And then
that.
it was boring because it was that every time. So we were like, okay, we'll change it so that the boss key is always on the first spot. And then the locked door can lock something, a random item, whatever. Now, ¿por qué no los dos?
What?
It can be either.
Oh
It's
god.
random.
Yeah.
You go into the dungeon, you don't know what the key layout's going to be. Like that makes sense, right?
I
So
suppose
yeah,
so.
you get the first item. Oh, it's a small key. Well, I guess then the big key has to be on that other spot then. But a different seed, you can go in and well, okay, you get the boss key straight away instead.
Hmm.
And then something could be over on the left, including a small key. A small key could just lock itself.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
the aim for these key logic changes is going to be making it more intuitive, but more complex,
Yeah, I
which
think I
equals
can.
more fun.
I think though, after like a week or maybe even like 5 or 6, most of these things should have been hammered into our races. So um, they should not be getting as confused as they probably are currently. I can
I'm
already.
gonna be. I haven't been looking at any of the other races. I don't know how lost people are. Bluesy and Nimbus seem to be handling this pretty well.
Yeah,
And I
but
hope
they've.
Twitch chat is handling this well, not
Yeah.
having a meltdown.
To be fair though, both Bluesy and Nimbus have been a part of the community for like a long, long time, and B, I think they both went through some punishment seeds, either as a
Yes.
tester or as a commentator slash tracker.
Yeah, this is a punishment light seed.
Punishment light.
Yeah, it's you
I
don't
love
know
it.
what you're gonna be getting, but it's not as painful as the multi-hour torture seeds we had to endure.
Oh, long torture seeds. They were fun though. I really enjoyed them. There's a bottle. Clearly, the treasure of the skies is just a bit of a bit of glass there. Nimbus now also making his way into graveyard, and those I think I saw a little thing there with the blue juice. Myth.
Yeah, that's a known bug. We don't know what's causing that at the moment, but there's something. We believe it's something similar to the
The beanstalk.
no, it's the bird knocking a.
Oh,
Wait,
right.
what?
What?
What? What
What?
happened to Bluesy?
I don't
Oh.
know.
Yeah, they got knocked off by something. They might have just walked off.
Oh, either that or like a crow.
Oh yeah, we don't have any traps on. So yeah.
But traps are fun.
No,
Yes.
I assume the I assume that the bug sprite with the little blue chews is something to do with the progressive sword icon and the it it seemed to be introduced around about the same time that the bird knocking a sword out of Link's hand is at a graveyard key as well.
Let's see.
Entrance animation shuffle. I mean, at the moment, the entrances are obeying their the behavior they are supposed to give on like leaving Palace and dropping down out of there. That gives Link the the animation of wherever they go to the next room, they should be dropping in. So it doesn't matter if you're in Lake or wherever, it's just going to be doing the dropping animation. It's going to be more difficult to change. Dreamy's the one that has been doing everything. So she knows more. Okay. If Dreamy says it's easy, then then I trust her. She knows. Yeah. She's the only reason that we're doing this today.
Oh. There's a small key for photos of all things. When Nimbus is going back into
yeah, where is our progression?
Probably hidden somewhere really well.
Is it gonna have to be some like overworld boots location at this point? Because Nimbus is about to go to Cave of Flames, which we saw Bluesy clear out and not really get anything. Oh, that's right. Bluesy did all of Cave of Flames stuff out of logic.
Oh, really?
Because they don't have a bomb bag.
Oh.
You're not supposed to do that first room of Cave of Flames without a bomb bag.
Oh.
I mean, no one's going to be too sure about all of these minor changes to logic, and they're going to go by what they're used to, which is, oh yeah, like there's bob-ombs there, you can use the bob-ombs to blow up. That's an out-of-logic play now. There is a setting for that called bob-ombs, use bob-ombs to blow up walls in Cave of Flames.
I see.
Maybe
very intuitive.
I've got a better name for that. I've actually wrote a better name. I can't remember what the name is, but it's something like that. Oh no! Bluesy got grabbed. Wait, no. No, no, he didn't get grabbed. He just quick warped. Oh
Bluesy,
no!
why?
Oh, Bluesy, no! They didn't realize they had boss key and could continue in the dungeon. Oh, that's so bad. That's a couple minutes lost.
How far away were they? Were up
They
at
were
the.
they
Yeah.
got to the big chest, I thought. Oh
Yeah,
no, they were on
that's
fan
what.
mode.
That's what, 6 minutes?
No, it's not
No?
6 minutes. It's 3 minutes of gameplay, but they don't have to go through all of the same
Right, yeah.
checks, so they can cut out a lot of stuff. Oh, and they were right before the blue warp. Oh. So yeah, what Nimbus is checking out at the moment with all of those palace keys as well, that's all out of logic. Because again, they don't have any bombs, a bomb bag, but you can use the bob bombs to blow up the wall. So the items that make that logically possible are Gust Jar, Sword, and a bomb bag, obviously. Technically, you can blow up bob bombs with other items like
The boomerang, the bow.
boomerang bomb, but that makes them blow up instantly. And I did some practice to try. It's quite hard. It's mainly luck getting the bob bombs to actually move in front of the bomb wall, and then hitting them when they're in front of the bomb wall. It's very luck based, and I don't ever want to put that in logic for people. So. But yeah, I think that progression at this point has to be in the overworld boots checks. Like going to Lake or Lon Ranch. There's a boot spot there, and then South Hyrule Field as well. Did we check Tingle? All right, chat. Who's been paying attention?
I think we.
We did check Tingle. Okay.
Did we? Okay. Because we can we can clearly not be trusted to pay attention to anything, yeah.
Yeah, so I've had to overhaul quite a bit of the logic for like Palace and Fortress, because now you can get to those dungeons without the items you would have had to have in the past.
Ooh,
So you can
interesting.
get to Palace without a bomb bag now.
Ooh. I see.
You could just walk into Palace with a you know, the seed could be awful, and you could just get blue sword and a spin and a cape, and you start going through the dungeon, and it's like, well, how do you hit some switches that are behind a like fence or something? So logic has to take into account you have some projectile. And Fortress, you can get to Fortress without red sword. So
yeah,
you need to red sword to be able to clone. But some of the other checks don't require red sword because you don't need to clone to get them. Also, at this point, I think it's going to be a good idea to start adding glitch options to settings, because then you start asking the question, well, can I do stuff like Armos clip if I don't have if I don't have red sword and I'm in fortress, to be able to get to the to pull the right switch and be able to check the heart piece spot there.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that we need to make some mental gymnastics. We need to do a lot of mental gymnastics soon.
Yes.
Oh God.
I mean, we're not gonna like require them being on or whatever. Okay, there's a droplets big key,
Oh, hello there.
and obviously all of these wild, crazy new settings. We're going to have to decide what do we want to have for races, because it's very different now. We're not going to be able to just have the race settings that we had before, because everything's quite a bit different now. So obscure locations have been split up. We have 3 different options instead. You have shuffled pots, shuffled underwater spots, and shuffled dig spots.
Right.
And to be to be uniform with all of them and to be consistent, we have moved some spots which weren't in those locations into those locations. Things like London Ranch pot, that is going to be in shuffled pots now. So in this seed, London pot is junk. Oh, there's our progression.
Oh, where was it? I wasn't paying attention.
There we are, in Cave of Flames.
Cave of Flames.
Nimbus found the Gust. Wait, no, that's not progression. That's out of logic. They don't have a bomb bag. They couldn't have got that.
Oh.
That is out of logic. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to find a bomb bag somewhere first before we find the Gust jar. Well, we found a Gust jar. So we know that our first bomb bag isn't going to be locked by anything that's Gust jar locked, which means it's not going to be somewhere on Chrono. Oh no, I really hope Nimbus doesn't get red herringed out like all the way to
He will. I feel like he will.
Yeah, I mean, Gust jar doesn't exactly open up too much for them. Because they can't get green water, so they're gonna be able to like jump up here and grab a couple of spots here. Like they can get this chest. Wait, no, this chest doesn't spawn here. It does. Yes, this chest is a green fusion. And then we open up they can open up the Minish Crack and the Minish Vine spot here as well. But it's not going to be progression here. Or if it is, then oh no. They're getting further and further away from their from their bomb bag.
That's going to make it a lot more interesting, to be honest, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so some locations that we would normally expect to have random items, they're not going to have random items. So the Lake Heart Piece spot, that is now an underwater spot. So you know we're moving into the underwater spot setting. So it will only have an item if you have underwater spots shuffled in, and the underwater key in droplets as well. That is also going to be a thing that is shuffled into underwater spots only when underwater spot settings turned on. Oh, we're getting Simon, a 57-minute Simon.
I better late than never.
50. Wait for it. 58 minutes Simon. Is this our first Simon?
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Right, that is junk on Simon. Interesting. Okay. Have we had Coco Game? I'm sure we had it early on and I just wasn't paying attention.
Don't know. don't think we've seen tacos though.
So we're getting a lot of scrolls on this dojo.
That's. I mean,
Always skip Kako game. Do we need to go to Fountain? Can we go to Fountain? Yes. Yes?
why asking me that?
I don't know. Yes. Why is Goron Merchant there? Aren't blue fusions removed? You're right. Why is Goron Merchant there? That's right, because that's in the next thing that I've got on my to-do list. I was going to overhaul how I handled that, and I would have found that error. Oh no, I broke it. Oh no.
You broke it.
I broke it.
Don't break it.
Oh, Cedar's broken.
That, I guess it could be worse. Right? It could be worse.
Alright. Your Cub said that if the seed's broken, then I need to fix it. Also, happy hour, everyone.
Yeah, happy 1 hour.
Oh, Nimbus is going back into Palace. From what we saw on Bluesy's side, it doesn't. Oh, I guess they got a couple more things they can do because of Blue Warp. But I don't think there is anything else. It has to be in Fountain at this point, right? I don't think there's anything else that they've missed.
Well,
or that we haven't seen.
I guess we're about to find out. So there's
Yeah.
that mystery solved in a couple minutes. Okay, let's see. Not there.
Oh, we don't have game audio. We haven't
do?
had game. We haven't had game audio on stream.
Oh, on
Oh,
stream.
on stream. Here in comms, we have audio for all of the races. But yeah, we have Mitts and Fountain.
It could be worse.
There we go. I think we have game audio on Bluesy's side now. Thank you. I'm sure someone would have mentioned it earlier if we haven't been going for an hour without game audio. I think it just accidentally turned off at some point.
Yeah, not our fault.
But it's fixed.
Yep.
But yeah, Mitts in Fountain. What locked that? It was the bottle. Yeah. Oh, when did they got that bottle ages ago? That was really the progression. Yeah, they could have got that those mitts quite a while ago.
Ah, it's fine.
Right, Nimbus is trying to snipe this switch and gets it. Oh, there we go. There's the broken Picori blade.
Hey. So that's where Vati hid it all this time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nimbus hit the wait, what did Nimbus hit the switch for pot push? What was it? Because they're going back for it now. Oh, it's a small key. Oh, would you really risk that small key being something important?
Yeah.
Like, what is important at the moment? Like, what are they missing?
Maybe forgetting that this is one of your seats. You've technically rolled it, so you know
I
there's
guess
that.
If it's a palace key, then they're pretty screwed. Then they need to get it because they're missing one. Do they need droplets keys? They have 2. Like, if you save scum, you're good. There's the bomb bag.
Oh.
Fortress keys. Yeah, okay. If it's a fortress key, and there's something locked in the back of fortress that's useful, that's something they're gonna need to go and get then. But yeah, there's our first bomb bag at an hour in.
Hooray! Woo! Huzzah! Excitement all around.
It was available a lot earlier. They just
Didn't bother.
They could have got it a while ago. It's just, why do you want to go to Fountain that early when everything else is so
Much more
open?
important, yeah.
Yeah. Would you have you like your Fountain plays, don't you?
Yeah, I do
You would have
kind of.
gotten.
Yeah. Although with all the new stuff going on, I probably just would have been a bit too distracted. Would have been like, ooh, shiny, what's that? And then gone off into like a completely different direction. That sounds about right. What? That was a fortress key.
That was a fortress key.
Yeah.
Okay, that could have been important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so going for small keys is worth it. You may not know it yet, but it might be worth it. Oh, this is oh right, it is. Oh, the jar, right.
This yeah, it's not out of logic with the with the gust jar, but yeah, Bluesy doing this with the bombs is out of logic.
Yeah, that really needs some getting used to, honestly. Because we've all just been doing that all the time. Like, oh yeah, absolutely. Well, of course we're going to just blow that up with the bombs.
I mean, it makes. I think it's more interesting when we take things out of logic.
Yeah.
And make it an out of logic play, so you know you don't have to, and there's more to think about.
Yeah, there's more to think about. You know how the entire community is just like completely smooth-brained, so
yeah, we
there's
always
gonna throw mention things.
Always in the past, we always wrote the logic to be, if you can do something, then it's required. But then you just get into things being too hard for some people. Because this game can be hard. And it's better to make things so you don't have to do some really hard sequence or something to get to.
Yeah, it makes it more accessible. That's probably the word for it.
And it's just an extra option for people who want to go fast. They'll be like, yeah, I'll do this to go fast.
Speed. Yeah, that's what we're all about here.
So we're going to be allowing glitches. Just OG Tuvati.
Can we even do that?
Yes, you don't need any... well, okay, you need the boss key, but you don't need any small keys for DHC if you can just you do your Ocarina glitch.
I see. I haven't paid attention to the 80% road for like a couple of years now.
Yeah, well, 2 years ago we got P-Hat Clip and then it broke the game.
Yeah. Probably 2 years. Maybe a bit less. I still need P-Hat and stairs and everything.
Yeah, P-Hat, Krenel, Clip, Stair Clip,
Yeah,
Octo Clip. That was about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. The game hasn't really changed since then.
Ooh, they want to check the Deku Scrubs. That's one of the regular ones though. Are the other ones? Huh. Yeah, no, Deku Scrubs are a thing. They might just shop you new stuff, or they might just give you new stuff if you buy them.
Alright, we got droplets.
Oh, even the actual one. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, frozen dungeon on top of the volcano. What is this? A Link Between Worlds?
I would have said Oaklove, oh god. Seasons? Yeah. With the Fire and Ice dungeon. Well, I suppose also just Spirit Tracks as Ice Temple, because there's a lot of fire in there as well. Haha, I know my dungeons. I should replay Spirit Tracks. It's a nice game.
Blues is grabbing this first item and it's just a rupee and it's like, oh yeah,
dang it.
Have to be something. That's right. You
sure
want to save Scum this key. Did they save Scum?
I didn't pay attention, I don't know.
I didn't see a save.
Me neither.
They did not. Okay. Oh, that is a grip ring. Okay. Yeah, that's locked by 4 small keys.
Ew.
Okay, that is a really out of logic grip ring because those keys could be anywhere. Oh, this seed is getting weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kren will climb without Gust Jar, so... Yeah.
They have full out of logic though, so there's that. Although they probably don't know what exactly is out of logic here and what isn't.
They must know that that grip ring is out of logic. Did they not get the Droplets boss key? Where did Nimbus get the Droplets boss key?
I don't know. Droplets boss key, wasn't that up in Palace?
It must have been in a dungeon. So, yeah? With Entrendo's Malari still tied to Cave of Flames? Yes. Malari is always activated by defeating Gleerock. It's not whatever the dungeon's located there. You have to beat Gleerock and then go back to Malari. Same with Gentari in opening up the Deepwood, the Bellari area if you don't have bombs. If there was Deepwood in another dungeon somewhere and they went and cleared that dungeon and beat Green Shoe, then they could have come back to Bellari area.
There's the Mirror Shield. Probably as useful here as it was, like, not in this version.
I think we want to make settings for Malari and for the Gentari curtain as well, so that people can choose what they want.
I do recall the
But then
the old Evangel. Sorry, one.
You don't have to guess then as well, because you just look at the settings and go, oh, the curtain is opened by beating Green Chew, and then you can just know, oh, okay, I guess I need to beat Green Chew in the seed to be able to do that, and in case you wouldn't know beforehand.
Yeah, I do recall the old shenanigans of the curtains being open with the earth element alone, leading to some very fun things.
That can be a setting. Why not? Oh no, Nimbus going to hiking before going to Fountain. Uh-oh.
It's fine.
Alright, Bluesy has the mitts now, so they can do a lot more in Fortress than before. Oh no, Nimbus is handing in all the books.
Go Nimbus, go Nimbus. Gonna get you, Larry.
Yeah, we can see their map tracker on stream, and there's nothing.
Ooh. As a slice of cake.
Yep.
Oh, lovely. Look at that.
And there's the Fortress big key.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess we're just looking for the Cave of Flames big key, and then we... Oh! Yeah, never mind, we're not looking for it, we found it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we've found all the big keys that we need. There's the Deepwood big key, but we don't need the Deepwood big key because they can't go to Deepwood. Hello, Raiders. Welcome to
Chaos.
a little special seed. We are showcasing the first ever dungeon entrance shuffle for Minish Cap Randomizer. Bluesy went to Minish Woods, and they're just in Fortress.
They're doing fine, I think.
Yeah, Nimbus, did Nimbus just find their bomb bag? Or are they about to go and find their bomb bag?
I don't know.
They...
Doing fountain, okay.
Yeah, Nimbus has full cleared the entire seed and not found their progression, and they're finally gone back to town to the fountain, and they're gonna grab their bomb bag. Did we see the other two mystery settings yet? So what the mystery settings have been, we had entrance, dungeon entrance shuffle. Mm-hmm. The other mystery setting was dojo shuffle. We have the dojos shuffling the scrolls only between them. And
yeah,
another one of the settings is to have it vanilla as well. So, you know, that's a new option that's going to be available. And the other one, what was it?
You tell me.
I forgot. Dreamy, what was it? There was so many new settings, I forgot. Oh, right. We don't know yet.
Oh, so it's a secret to everybody. Okay.
Yeah, it's a secret. Try and figure it out. If the observant people in chat will be able to tell. We not yet.
Not me.
In a little bit, we will be able to tell.
Let me guess. The elements are going to be vanilla. Hang on, no, they can't be. Never mind.
They're not.
Yes, I tried. Okay.
Oh no! Oh Nimbus! Oh no!
Those were happy swipes, right?
No, those were not. They are last locationing that. They are not happy.
I'm sure they're happy swipes. I just don't know it yet. SRPs, some pie.
Bluesy. Bluesy, UK.
If you have to ask, and the answer is it's most definitely going to be no.
Yeah, Bluesy's. Oh no. The seed got to them. The madness.
Seed 1, Bluesy 0. Let's give him a minute. Maybe he's, I don't know.
That Mazal took a
Getting-
lot from them. They need a quick rest.
Yeah.
They need to rest their eyes for
Maybe need some
30 winks.
Maybe grab some coffee. Who knows? It is quite early for them, I think.
Nimbus needs to. Yeah, it is a bit early. Nimbus needs some time to catch up anyway. Uh-oh.
How considerate of them.
There we go, Nimbus. Oh, Nimbus showing off the new sword selection setting. You press select on the sword and you can change the clone count. So even though he had blue sword, he had it set to 2 clones, so... Oh, Bluesy's back.
Back and reinvigorated.
Is that our first element?
I think it is. An hour 20 in.
Uh-oh.
Remember, Myth, this is all going to be your fault.
Oh no. Right, I'm relying on the TMCR community to finish the seed under estimate.
What's the estimate again?
3 hours.
3 hours? Ah, they'll be fine.
An hour and 20 minutes per element. We got 4 elements. That's nearly 6 hours.
We'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
So this isn't key sanity. It's into dungeon keys. So keys can only be found in dungeons, but they can be found in any dungeon. So it's key sanity light.
Right, is that so?
Still no Jabberknock.
Who's ahead? The community.
Who is ahead? Yes. No idea. Wait, why is... No, Nimbus, don't. Nimbus, why are you doing the dig spots?
He's hoping, okay?
No, Nimbus, it's not on. No, dig spots... Oh. Wait, what? Why was there a bow butterfly there?
Myth?
Oh.
Why is there a butterfly there?
Because bow butterfly is a junk item? I should change it to be a...
Hmm.
I mean, it's not required for anything. So
Nice
why
to
not
have.
just lock it somewhere that is supposedly inaccessible?
I see.
It's currently set to be a minor item, which means this item doesn't matter. It can get locked somewhere and it won't break the seed. Mages are things like swords. They're important. You need them to beat the game.
I can't argue with that, I guess.
And mages... Oh. The Chew is having fun over there. Oh, Nimbus, no. Nimbus is going to be like, damn, all of those dig spots were junk. It's like, yeah. Because the setting was no obscure locations. We want to make it so you can warp away with Zephyr from the entrance of Deepwood Shrine. Question mark? I don't know.
Do we? I don't know.
ZSR2, welcome Raiders. We have a very special Minish Cap race going on.
Hello.
Anyone who's played Minish Cap Rando before, we now have Dungeon Entrance Shuffle.
Isn't that exciting?
That we've just had our minds melted for about an hour and 20 minutes, because things aren't where they're supposed to be.
So basically, they are
settings.
accessible. Yeah. So, to summarize, everything's as it probably should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Us getting our main belted, right? Yeah. Or brain
We
melted.
do have Cake.
That's nothing too out of the ordinary, to be honest.
We have Cake. Cake is randomized now. That's all you need to know. That's the change log for 0.7.
Yeah.
Cake is now randomized.
There will be no cake jokes in the chat. Especially not ones from like 2008 or so.
This is the first ever seed that was generated with Dungeon Shuffle. I think.
You mean the first seed on Restream?
No. The first ever seed generated. Was it not the first one? Maybe we did a couple of test seeds, but like this was the first. This was the first one that we finished.
Ah, okay.
But like, oh, Nimbus has found their first bomb bag.
Oh, lovely. Only an hour and a half in. They're doing fine, you see?
Yeah.
Their brain acid.
Oh no.
They're doing fine.
So, Bluesy is in Cave of Flames. They had already climbed up Mount Krenel earlier. And Mount Krenel, to climb up, they had to blow away some dust with bombs. There is now a setting for that, and the setting is currently set to as an out of logic play. The game only considers that you can get rid of dust with the Gust Jar. So, Bluesy hasn't found the Gust Jar, but they're going to find it at the end of this dungeon. And there is the Templar Droplet's big key that they were missing earlier. Yeah, we forgot that Nimbus had already gone through Cave of Flames and found the Droplet's big key and the Gust Jar. There's another one of the settings we have on is inter-dungeon keys. So all of the small keys and big keys can be found in any dungeon. Now we have 6 dungeons on, like in the game, but not all 6 dungeons are going to be accessible.
There's the Gust Jar.
And there is Bluesy's Gust Jar in the blade chest in the bottom right corner. The one of the settings we have on is gold fusions are removed. They're closed.
Yeah.
You cannot do gold fusions, which means you can't go through Wind Ruins and get to one dungeon, and you can't also go up Veil Falls, Cloud Tops, and go to another dungeon. So 2 of the dungeons are completely locked off, and I'm pretty sure that it's Royal Crypt and Deepwood Shrine that are they're the dungeons that we're not going to be seeing today.
Right.
So there are 4 dungeons available There's 4 elements that are needed to be collected. So hopefully no one's getting confused. You know,
They will.
you do the 4 dungeons you can get access to, and you get the elements. Oh, we've moved our music over to Nimbus. Nimbus has random music on, so I think we heard a it was in the previous cave we had the OST credits music.
Okay. Oh yeah, and apparently the setting to randomize music, it's not a setting anymore. It's a gimmick. And there's a big difference in there because
It's a cosmetic.
Oh, sorry, even better than that. Yeah. So it doesn't change the seed number anymore. So you can generate seeds with and without randomized music, and you don't have to fear your seed number getting all wonky.
Yes. We have provided the option today for our racers to either play with randomized music or without randomized music. Yeah, that's right. Randomized music has a brown tunic, and vanilla music is the green tunic.
Is that even a green?
Turquoise.
Yeah. Very greyish turquoise.
Alright, Nimbus is having fun smacking a golden Tektite. Another setting we have on, with a Lon key. I think we saw Bluesy do that earlier. Now, I don't think any of the races before starting this seed were expecting to have to be clearing Palace of Winds or Fortress of Winds.
This early, no.
They knew that the gold fusions were closed, so then they were like, oh yeah, cool. So no fortress and no palace.
It's, yeah, Stake.
Psych, yeah, and then well, we were very deliberate with everything that we were saying about dungeons. We never said that Fortress and Palace weren't going to be accessible. We said that 4 dungeons were going to be accessible.
I see.
And that the dungeons located in Wind Ruins and in Cloudtops were not going to be accessible. So we got some new checks over by Nimbus. Well, and also Bluesy as well. They're both checking the new stuff. Bluesy's going to be doing Georg, the boss of Palace. Nimbus is going to be checking some underwater spots, which are all junk. I hope they can tell, it's like, oh yeah, these are all the vanilla spots, so... Now I'm confused about why those dig spots were not vanilla.
Don't ask me, I don't know.
That sounds like a me problem.
Yeah, it does.
I marked them inaccessible instead of unshuffled. Yeah, I should put them as unshuffled. It is a me problem. I don't know why I did it like that. I am a very stupid person, and my stupid brain make me do things that make no sense.
Bingo brr.
Exactly. I've found so many mistakes where I'm just like, why did I do that? But this rando is complicated.
Yeah.
It was a real mess detangling the spaghetti code. Bluesy doesn't have downstrike. No. Okay, so quite the mean Georg fight at the moment.
We're actually quite light on scrolls, aren't we? We've got like 6 scrolls in total.
Do we? Oh yes, that's right. Nimbus has 6. Which ones are they missing? Because there was 4 in town. There's 1 in Castle Dojo.
Oh,
1
4
in,
right.
Hylia Dojo.
4 of the scroll locations are actually beyond us.
Yeah. Oh right. I guess Bluesy could have done Krenel Dojo. Did they not do Krenel Dojo? With the grip ring? Oh.
That's the
Okay,
crypt key.
There's a crypt key. Oh, it was the Boston Palace. Oh, that's... Wait, 4 of the scroll locations aren't accessible? I think it's only 3. There's 3 waterfalls. Yeah, 3. 3 aren't accessible. Which means they have to find all 7 and then go to the Swamp Dojo for their 8th. Not a great idea to go all the way there just for a scroll, though. Hopefully they've cottoned on and go. They know that it's that they notice as like, okay, it's just scrolls on these dojos. I guess I don't need to go to the swamp one because it's just going to be another scroll I don't need.
It's a wallet.
Has anyone noticed the mystery setting? It's in full view.
This is the wallets.
Wallets are unchanged.
Then I have not. I don't know what what I need to be looking at. I mean, there's the cloning thing, but you've already mentioned that. Am I blind? Keys are there. There's a wallet icon. Very observant, I see.
It's something.
Select.
We can see on Bluesy's screen at the moment. Yes. Here we're going to see something. Pay attention to what happens to Bluesy. Okay, never mind. It didn't happen.
You mean the healing made from the fairies, which happens at the second time you enter them.
I was just wrong. Oh, look, there we go. Bluesy.
Heart pieces give you hearts. Give you health.
I mean, heart pieces always give you health. It was supposed to full heal Bluesy. I mean, it did. It raised Bluesy's health up to what we designate as the max health that you're supposed to have.
So they heal like a heart each instead of a full heal.
No, the heart piece collected fully healed the player up to the designated max health.
And what's the designated max health then?
For this seed, it's 12 hearts.
Oh.
And we see Nimbus collected the health there and is on 12 hearts.
Okay, right.
So that's a setting now. You can choose. Oh, there's a full sword.
Oh gosh, yeah.
You can now select a maximum amount of health. You can collect heart pieces and stuff to increase it higher than that. So you can set it down to something low. Like if you're awful, you can set it to 6. If you want, you can still collect up to and more than 10 heart, so that you can get Wave Blade, for example.
Right.
But you'd never be able to heal higher than 6 health.
That. What's the bread do? Yeah.
I'm waiting for all the runners to be realized. It's like, hang on, I'm trying to heal and I just keep staying like a couple
Not
hearts
healing.
off of full. What's going on? Nimbus is in go mode, but needs to clear 2 dungeons. Oh, right. Yeah. Have they got enough small keys? Yeah, I guess if they just go back to their Nimbus isn't in go mode. Nimbus is in. Well, no, we're in no mode. We know where everyone needs to go to finish the seed, but they don't know. Because Nimbus doesn't know. If they go to Fortress, they'll get their Fortress big key and they'll be in go mode. Because that's the only key they're missing. Oh, that's right, and they're also missing the Cave of Flames big key. Because all of the Cave of Flames big key, the Fortress big key, and the Deepwood big key are all in Fortress. Wasn't there a Palace big key in there as well? I swear they got that on their first pass through.
Gonna say maybe.
And I feel like the DHC big key was in Cave of Flames.
30 bombs.
But yeah, both of our runners are now in Templar Droplets.
Probably dreading their life decisions.
So we know that the grip ring is bait. And you don't want to follow that grip ring up to any of the locations that it gives you access to. But I mean, it doesn't really give access to too many things. It was only the Krenel Dojo and some stuff up. Well, Bluesy already did that, so they got baited already. I guess, yeah, Bluesy got Great Spin, so it might have been worth going to that dojo just to get a Great Spin. Because they're going to be able to use it now. Oh no. Oh, that always sucks when you're trying to charge up a spin attack and you end up poking an enemy that runs at you.
That's the bread again.
So, Nimbus is on to their first boss. 1 hour and 43 minutes in. They're going to be fighting Octo.
You haven't changed Octo, have you?
Octo is unchanged.
One never knows with that boss.
We have ideas. We have some ideas of what we would like to do.
Oh boy.
Oh no, Bluesy. Oh, Bluesy's not checking Ice Plane. Oh.
Well,
hopefully they check it right after doing the boss.
I feel like that. Yeah, either that or well, the force might be on ice for a little bit longer.
In the meantime, Nimbus is fighting Octo. They got 1 ink, and it looks like they are sticking to 1 ink. The final stage of Octo, if you're not aware, is RNG. There's 3 different options of what can happen. You can get 0 ink, a 1 ink, or a 2 ink. Each ink loses you 30 seconds. And you can't really control it, unless you save and reset the game and do an RNG manipulation to give you perfect RNG every time.
This is leaving droplets behind with the force hold in it. Can't say I've never heard of that one. Wrong stream? What do you mean wrong stream? Oh. Do you mean I trusted you? Yeah, Blizzy is staying in droplets. And Nimbus was the one leaving droplets. Nimbus got the thing. Blizzy did not.
Alright, Nimbus is going to Fortress now, which is here in Minish Woods.
Naturally.
They are going to find, if they full clear it here, until they find... They're going to find... There's their Cave of Flames big key. Now they need to find their Fortress big key, which is also here. It's over on the left-hand side. As soon as they find that, they will be able to... Oh, no. Oh, okay. Never mind. Nimbus accidentally locked that item inside the wall, but it was junk. They pulled the pot through the wall. Oh, that's also now a setting as well. If you want, you can have that in Logic.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So it applies to like the whole 2 items that you can get through that. 2?
Only one.
Yeah, only one. I was thinking about the pot over in droplets,
No.
but you can also get that without the thing.
Oh, yeah, no, that's... you can do that with
Yeah,
no items.
figured.
Wait, where's Nimbus going?
Places.
I'm very confused. Nimbus went all the way back up to the right-hand side that they already did to get a small key. Why did they need a small key? Oh, just in case of droplets? Oh, and Fortress as well. They might... Okay. They think they might need this stuff, but they're going to do left-hand side and realize... And then they're going to get the Fortress big key. I hope they realize that they're Fortress big key from Go mode. So this seed only had 1 bomb bag.
That's nice. That's not any... Yeah, I think we've already got a setting for that, don't we? For having only one bomb bag in the game.
Reduced item pool.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not reduced item pool though.
Not
this
on purpose.
No. There are 4 bomb bags somewhere.
Yeah.
We've just found one. The others, I don't know. They're probably in like wind ruins or something.
Yeah. So
Cloud tops.
ideally, you want to have your bomb bag number to be somewhere between 2 to 4.
There is Nimbus's Fortress of Winds boss key. They are in go mode. They are just going to be rushing to bosses now.
Yeah.
Bluesy will hit go mode the moment that they go back to the ice plane and grab that 4 sword.
Yeah. Once they get back to the ice plane and get the 4 sword.
And not leave the dungeon immediately.
Yes.
So Temple of Droplets, when you go through the blue warp, it normally warps you back to the beginning of the dungeon. We've changed that now, and it warps you outside of the area that you came from.
And there he goes. Right?
Okay, he's
Okay,
he's
good.
not leaving
Good.
because you would have ridden the green warp to leave the dungeon. Well, maybe quick warp and also leave that way, but they rode the blue warp. They come back into the dungeon. They're going to go over to the ice plane, and they're going to be grabbing their 4 sword, and it'll be also be in go mode. But they've done all 4 bosses, so they can just rush DHC now.
Hooray!
Yeah, so Nimbus is 3 bosses behind. 2.5 bosses behind. Yeah, it really hurt Nimbus having to last location their mitts, and then because the bomb bag, the only bomb bag, was mitts logged. So yeah, the dungeon entrance shuffle only applies to the 6 normal dungeons that can have elements shuffled to them. Dark Hyrule Castle's completely unaffected. It's completely standard. We want to add DHC, but the current way of how the Sanctuary works with opening, like transforming Hyrule Castle to Dark Hyrule Castle, it's a bit weird and needs a rework. And when that reworks are done, then we can shuffle Dark Hyrule Castle entrance. A button sword is superior, correct?
So the element. The A button sword.
It is optimal to have sword on A.
Sword on B just feels better. It's
Yeah,
the
but-
way the game intended it to be.
Yeah, but it's wrong.
How can it be wrong when it's the intended way?
Bluesy healing up to 11 3/4 hearts, not quite 12 hearts. But yeah, we got all of the keys we need for DHC, so it's just rush to Vati. So one of the options I'm going to be adding, one of the options I have already added is Wind Crests are activated from the beginning of the seed, And you can choose which ones you want activated from the beginning of the seed. So the moment you get the ocarina, you can immediately just warp somewhere. You can even select cloud tops, even if you have your gold fusions closed, which means the only way to get to Palace is with the ocarina.
Oh boy.
Which I think is pretty cool. So in the same vein with all of those wind crests, one of the other settings I want to add is activate the blue and red warps for dungeons from the beginning of the seed. Because I think DHC is pretty boring.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah. And if we have the red warp and can just go straight to Vati, I think that would be much nicer. Instead of, like, we're in go mode, we don't want to be sat here watching people go through DHC. Like, DHC is, like, it's a challenge, sure.
But not a fun one. To do over and over and over and over and over again.
Sounds like nerfed open world. Yes, that's my plan. I want to take everything that's in open world at the moment and make it a individual setting that can be customized. That was when I made open world. It was the proof of concept. It's like, yep, we can change all of this stuff. And now it's just a case of make everything actually a setting in the UI that you press buttons and then it happens. That's all the programming is, right? It's just make it a thing that you press button and it do thing. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Twitch chat. We don't get to play the key game in Dark Hyrule Castle. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone.
How awful! Oh no!
We normally have a key game where we ask everyone to put a number in chat to guess how many chests we have to open before we find the Dark Hyrule Castle boss key. But we already found it. We found it an hour ago.
Whoa.
I'm not sure what else we can do for a guessing game. Bluesy's just about to finish.
We can guess how many times they'll fail the final volley.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Can we open a bet for Vati 3? How many cycles will Vati 3 take? Vati's double A. I believe in Oh no. I closed my window. No. I can't type into it yet. There we go. Oh wait, is it extra cycles? How many? No, it's how many cycles will Vati take? Do extra? Why? So that anyone who bet less than 3 is wrong. Dreamy trying to change the result because they're lacking reading comprehension skills. I'm sorry, that's mean. So this won't be the regular settings for the season. Oh, Bluesy is having a bad Vassy 1 fight. Oh no.
You see that? Sorry, that's just like Vati 1. Like that. Every Vati 1 is the bad Vati 1.
So we don't care about that Vati 1 fight. What we're caring about is the Vati 3 fight when he's firing the blue projectiles. That's what we're going to be doing our bet on.
I see.
And yeah, the minimum is 3 because it takes 3 cycles to kill. But you can get unlucky and it can do multiple projectiles. In the meantime, Nimbus has collected their last element. They're going to be rushing to Dark Horror Castle. They are in go mode as well. They just need to rush through the dungeon and fight Vati. And we have just passed the 2-hour mark as well.
Hey, happy 2 hours.
Ooh, what is going on with Bluesy? Hit the 2-hour mark and then the lag set in.
He hit the gun running.
And the snipe! Orkney finishes in first
2
place.
hours run. Oof, that's got a sting.
Whilst Bluesy is in the final boss stage. Oh.
So yeah, hello, Agni, GG's.
GG's. Welcome in. I hope you enjoyed the first ever dungeon entrance shuffle in Minish Cap Randomizer.
Because we sure did. Amidst all the confusion and chaos and probably some tears here or there.
And GG's to Bluesy. I wasn't paying attention to the number of cycles that took.
Neither did I.
I guess they didn't miss
After
any?
looking over, yeah.
I wasn't looking. They did
I
it in
don't think-
3. Okay.
Okay.
I believed in Bluesy and they did it.
delivered,
They did it.
yeah.
They did it in 3 cycles. They didn't mess up. And GG. Oh! And Mashi comes in and... Oh! I'm sorry. Wait, no, yes. Sorry, I didn't spoil it. I was reading the right thing. Mashi did finish in 3rd place.
Yo, how's it going?
Hello,
Yo.
GG's.
GG's.
So I'm still rusty, I guess. I'm not super proud of the palace miscount on keys, and by miscount
Yeah.
I had 0 big keys instead of 1.
There was a lot going on this seed.
Yeah.
So, walk us through. What was your reaction?
To everything.
So I stepped into Fortress and I was like, I can only do 2 things here, and then I did those 2 things and I left.
Nimbus had a Nimbus did it a little bit differently because they got the flippers and then went to Lake instead, and then they saw Palace as their first thing, and they were just sat there walking back and forwards for a little bit and going, oh yeah, you can't do anything in Palace because blue sword.
Yeah, for some reason I thought I could because I had cape, but I needed the blue sword. That's why I went back like twice. So I was confused. So it's really bad for the Royal Crypt location dungeon to not be something you can do immediately when you get there. Figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, walk us through droplets, the beginning of droplets.
So I knew I only needed a 4 sword, and I knew that dungeon checks usually had more keys, because there were only keys in the dungeons, but I failed to account for that I had like almost all the keys already. So I wanted to do that and then do the grip ring checks, because the grip ring was logically locked by 3 small keys, I think. So it was pretty late.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if like that was locked. And I mean, the 3 keys did end up locking it, but it wasn't locked by the thing that locked it. It was just locked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the randomization for the grip ring was it got placed because Vati was beatable. So it was just like, I would just chuck it anywhere.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like, it doesn't matter about logic at this point.
Logic does not matter, correct?
So, pretty much all of the settings for logic tricks were off, if you weren't aware.
Yeah.
So, going with bombs up Mount Crenel was out of logic.
I realized that, but I just wanted to do it. So
yeah,
because it was a lot of stuff that I could finally getting to.
Oh,
let's try
the fourth. Blue. Dreamy has the spoiler log for it, and just wanted to say that the 4th droplets key was on the king.
Okay.
That's cool.
I do have a question. Bomb bags, where were they?
No other bomb bags were accessible. They were all completely inaccessible.
Inaccessible? Like all in WoW?
Welcome in Mashi. The grip ring was in the left ice block of Temple of Droplets at the entrance. It was locked behind all of the... Or at least, yeah. It was locked behind all of the droplet small keys. It's not 3, it's all 4.
I thought it was just 3 because you can... Because with the logic
you can still be stupid and waste all of your keys.
Oh, true. That's also true. That's correct.
Yeah. So it can't be. It can be. You can place a droplet small key there if there are 3 others available.
That was a little mistake. I had to take a bathroom break after I killed Mazal, so...
Ah, so that's what it was. Right.
We were worried.
Yeah.
It was just I woke up and then immediately raced, and I did not take care of myself. I'll probably need to go eat breakfast after this.
Something good. Sure.
So... Oh, okay. Since we got 3 people here, can you guess what the 3 mystery settings are? I think one's very obvious. Yeah, we had Dungeon Shuffle. Um,
Then we've had the health setting that your health couldn't really be brought up to full,
yeah,
but set to a number that was previously determined this time around to be at 12. So no matter how much you tried to heal, you couldn't heal above 12 hearts.
yes. So if you if you didn't notice, you couldn't heal to full health when you had more than 12 hearts. And yeah, the other option is dojo scrolls are shuffled into only on the dojos. So that now has the dojos will have 3 options for them. There's vanilla, so they will always have the vanilla scroll. Shuffled scrolls, which is just like what we had today, where the scrolls are shuffled around between only on the dojos, and then anything goes, where the scrolls will be in the main pool and anything can be on the dojos. Oh yeah, and obviously there's the cutscene skip for the dojos, so you can grab them faster, which is very nice. Yeah, we had. We also had Home Warp. Home Warp was on. There's so many new settings.
I had to use Home Warp like at all. I think I don't even know how. I think I'm gonna check how right now.
Yeah, you go to the sleep menu.
You take a nap.
If you go to the quest screen where the elements are and
oh yeah, there it is.
that, you go to the sleep option and then you press yes and you go to bed.
That's awesome. The interaction between not having full health and sword beam is interesting though.
Yeah, so you can't use sword beam currently. We have an idea for a fix, but at the moment Logic doesn't ever. If you have this setting on, Logic will never require
Sword beam usage.
Sword beam for anything. Yeah.
Guess I'm just glad I did Glee Rock before I had 13 hearts.
Yeah. Yeah, Henny is working on making hacks for the game that are completely made in C code instead of having to make it in assembly. Going to be much easier to be able to program the game to do what we want it to do. And they will be hard at work on making some cool changes. But yeah, GG's to Nimbus.
Finishing as well. Still well below the 3-hour estimate that you've what should we call it? That you've questioned.
Yes, I thank you for finishing nicely on time.
Yeah, and not in like over 3 hours. Because we saw that you guys were having the first element around like 1 hour 20. And
well,
yeah,
that's kind of the result of the key settings. Because the key settings definitely require you to go back and forth between dungeons a lot before you can do your first one.
And GG's Nimbus, welcome
Hello,
in.
GG's.
GG's.
How did you like that?
The settings were fun and the seed was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dreamy tested this out. I was watching Dreamy do a little bit of this seed, and then she was like, no, we have to use this seed. Stop watching.
Oh,
It wasn't
are you
that
sure?
bad.
You sure it wasn't the Hendra Shuffler?
It wasn't the Hendra Shuffle.
Okay. Felt like it.
Anyone who's not aware, we have developed an alternate shuffler that shuffles items differently to how the normal randomization works, where it actually goes sphere by sphere. It starts out at the beginning of the game, places an item so that you can get to the next sphere, fills everything else with junk, and then it goes like that over and over again until you can beat Vati. And yeah, seeds that normally take like that are around about 15 spheres, they end up being about 30 spheres, which means they're very linear, and you have to only find one item, and it takes you to the next item, to the next item, and then
And for some reason, they've named it after me.
yeah, because it's just the vibe, the feeling that you're playing through the scene. It's like, hang on, I know this. This is a Hendersy.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, when I entered droplets, I was just like, wait a minute, what?
I'm not supposed to be here.
That was a good one. I liked that. Although
Yeah.
I was really confused for like the first 30 minutes about how elements worked.
Yes. So, yeah, that's why we made sure that only 4 dungeons were available by closing off the other dungeons. So, if you were getting confused, you would have gone, well, there's 4 dungeons I can go to, and there's only 4 elements, so hopefully, and apparently the seed's beatable, so...
Yeah, you saw me like keep checking the map like after I went to droplets. That's why, because I was like, wait, how does the element display work? Wait a minute.
Yeah, you both opened up the elements, like the map screen at the same time, and we hadn't seen it at all throughout the whole seed. So everyone on the restream was very, very much duped until we saw a dungeon was different, and I was like, hold on.
Because I just assumed like, oh, okay, there's no gold infusions. I know what the elements are. I don't need to check.
Yeah.
But then no.
But yeah, at the moment, how it works is that, the elements were on the dungeons that had them. So there was if there was an element in Wind Ruins on the map, and that meant that Fortress had that element. We're going to change it the other way around, so that if there's an element in Lake, it means you have to go to Lake, and whatever dungeon's there in Lake, you do that dungeon and you'll get an element.
Okay.
Which makes more sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the long-awaited feature that we have been very excited to unveil. A couple weeks ago, we were like, hang on, I think we're at the point now that we can actually do this, and then we've been working hard on implementing this and getting it working. And this wasn't a plan, though. This wasn't just a special hacked seed. This was a randomized seed. Like, we are going to be posting a test build in the Discord later tonight, and you'll be able to generate your own seeds.
Hooray!
Yay.
Chaos!
Full Trendo when.
Well, this is a proof of concept.
Yeah.
This is just the first version of it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be working on more things. So I think what we're planning next is Minish Cracks and things like that. That is just one room with one entrance, and we're gonna shuffle all of those. And we'll slowly build up to the point where our brains stop working. How does that sound?
And stopped working a long time ago.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We're going to have a long discussion about what we want to have for race settings, because...
Yeah. There's a lot of... Oh.
Speaking of which, Dreamy's been hard at work in the Discord. We have just opened up the post in the forum with the
Yeah.
with the test build available. It's not posted exactly yet, but everyone's been pinged, and there it is. It's now in the Discord. So if you want to test out the latest test build of the Minish Cap Randomizer with Dungeon Entrance Shuffle and a plethora of other settings, head into the Discord now. Go down to the Rando dev forum, and it's the most recent post in there, 0.7 alpha. I'll also link to it in the announcements channel, make it easier for people to find.
I love entrance rando.
Hooray!
Oh yeah, randomized bosses. Who wants that?
Oh,
I do.
I was expecting randomized bosses, honestly.
Yeah, me too. I was
Oh.
half expecting the green shoe to be, well, not green.
Nimbus.
Yeah.
How's that bomb bag?
Oh my god. I was ready for Bombback to be my go mode item. I was honestly like, I'm just never getting Bombback. I accepted it like an hour in.
It was hour and 40.
Oh,
Yeah.
No way. That
Yes.
sucks. I got it at like an hour 10.
No. I was just missing Bombback and Force Sword for go mode, and that was it. Well, because I hard last location the mitts too, so I had to do all of the mitts checks first.
Mhm.
I'm surprised that the finish times weren't like super far away from each other.
Yeah, likewise.
That some people would have like a lot of trouble adjusting to the settings, but everyone did a pretty good job.
They really do need some getting used to, definitely. But I think that's just part and parcel for having a new version after what, 2.5 years of no new versions.
I love new settings.
It's definitely bound to bring us to breathe in some new life into the rendo. Which is gonna be good.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
I gotta
started
say,
playing
oh,
like
sorry, go on.
almost 3 years ago,
Has
and
has it really?
0.6 and 0.6 just came out right when I started playing. So
I gotta say, it's always nice from a viewer perspective when new settings come out, and this is definitely an interesting new setting. So hopefully everyone has fun with it when it goes out in the wider world.
for sure.
It's been a long
Yes.
time since we've had a major change to this randomizer, and it's long overdue.
Yeah.
For sure, and I'm sure people are going to have lots of fun with it. Does anyone have any final comments they want to make before we get us all out of here?
I do. Thank you, Myth. Thank you, Dreamy, for making this thing possible. Also, also thank you to Henny in chat, who, as far as I'm aware, also worked hard on it.
And Catabat as well.
And Kato as well. Yeah, it's gonna be really exciting to see what comes of it and how
And-
much
And
further we can.
Deoxys for updating the tracker as well.
Yeah, and Deoxys.
Yes.
It's gonna be really exciting to see just how far we can push things and to see how deep the madness will go.
Fun times ahead for everyone. I hope we're all looking forward to it. Alrighty, on that bombshell, I think that's probably a good cue as I need to get out of here. GG's once again, both to Bluesy and to Nimbus for the excellent race, as well as everyone else who competed in this Dungeon Engine Shuffle Showcase. Chat, make sure you go follow all of them. All the links were in the chat, I beg your pardon. Thank you to both Hendris and to Myth for the excellent commentary, and to Dreamy for tracking. Make sure you give them a follow as well. We've got quite a lot of action going on here on ZSR over the next little while. We are, of course, continuing our coverage of the Majora's Mask Randomizer Mystery Tournament semi-finals between Skyward and Dat Lozit. That's taking place Tuesday, 3 o'clock Eastern on CSR. And we have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard Tournament Season 6 still going on, including, well, right about now, we are going to send you over to CSR 1 for the losers bracket round 2 matchup between Rockshark and, oh my god, I'm going to get this wrong, Morcow Lion 64. Close enough. So be sure to get over there, be sure to show them all some love. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Psychonaut, and have a fantastic rest of your time zone. Bye bye now.
See ya.
Take care.
Bye.